I tell you right now, I'm trying not to start out this video very emotional because this game is just so beautiful. The most I'm reading about it, these clips I'm seeing, the demo, everything, it's just, February's got something coming that is just so heavy-handed, I tell you. And I kind of like the little, like, you know, the little bounce back we got going on here where, you know, we just received Little Nightmares 3, and then now we got Reanimal around the corner. And I tell you, I literally do not recall, I don't recall seeing the trailers at all prior to this year. I remember hearing about the game, and I think I remember hearing that Tarsier was working on it, but I don't think I looked at it at the time when the trailer came out first, when they were announcing it. And I tell you, I definitely regret that I never did that, but I'm more than happy that I'm glad that I did it now. As we're getting closer to release, I don't have to wait as long, bro. When I tell you some of the things that I've been just reading up on, and things that I've just seen so far in the visuals, and just the grittiness and the more dark theme that they are going with this time around, I'm just completely blown away, I will say for certainty. And I say one thing that really just almost made me scream to the heavens when I saw the co-op and it said local and online. You telling me I can play this game with my girl on a couch? You already got me sold, bro. You already got me sold. I ain't gonna lie to you, got me sold already. I decided to include my little reaction to the goddamn trailers in this video, as I'm just really just tapped into wanting to learn more about this game. Seeing the characters actually talk, seeing some of the monsters, learning that they're like personal demons, like the monsters are like manifestations of the children's past shared trauma and all that. It's just some craziness for, like, you know, design choices, I tell you. It's just, as I watch this game, I feel like it has the literal DNA of the game we all came to love out of Little Nightmares. That is for certainty. And it's like, it's built on that. It's not just relying on nostalgia with it. It's actually building on top of it and just adding on to it type of thing. Even if it's not under the umbrella of the Little Nightmares IP itself. Like, bro, talk about making something for those fans, even without, you know, having the direct IP name that they recognize. I really love the approach that Tarsier is doing with this game, and I honestly just want to see more. Like, the way that they ended off that demo was kind of crazy, which, if you haven't played that demo yourself, bro, I imagine you would have. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't even be clicking on this video. But if you haven't yet, bro, I'm not even gonna like say much on it. It is out there on Steam, it's on PlayStation, and, you know, all these other places and stuff. You probably can find it in the store somewhere for free to play. And give it some time of yours. I say give it some time of yours, because I feel like it really is worth that time. Before we dive on into the reaction, I also wanted to express how much I am grateful for the support on the Little Nightmares 3 little video there. Just an opinionated video talking about the game a bit after I finished it off last year and how it had me feeling and whatnot. And I feel like the cons that I had going on with that game, I'm going to see a lot of those same thoughts coming for this game, but probably in a positive mindset, because this is the original team that made Little Nightmares 1 and 2. And I feel like they can only go up from here. And I just wonder how high they're going to really take this thing. And I feel like they're going all out for this project, and I really want to see what all they have in store for us, because I've been very impressed. I'm very intrigued, and I want to see more. And without further ado, I'll let you guys see my first time reaction to the 2 trailers that I found for the game. It's like, I remember the name being thrown around, but I don't recall if I ever really looked at it or not.
Nothing lasts forever.
Let's see what you guys are cooking up here. What's up with YouTube and all these dang closed captions being on automatically? I just realized there was some dialogue in that. Oh yeah, this is definitely along the, hell yeah, this is definitely along the lines of what we're used to. Yo, Tarsier is cutting up right now. What the? They are going crazy, bro. What in the heck is happening?
I thought we were dead.
Dude, I do not recall seeing this last year. I do not recall seeing this last year. I gotta go back over that, bro. Cause what the freak, bro? Like Tarsier, bro. I love it when a game development studio like sticks to what they know and whatnot, right? I love it when a studio, like, even though, like, you know, some things may change and stuff, they stick to, you know, what they're used to. Basically, I love to see that. And does this mean it goes faster or slower? Okay, it goes slower. Okay, I don't think it needs to be that slow. I don't think. Or that might actually be fine. But yeah, I love it when game developers, despite, you know, like IP changes or anything like that, or, you know, they're no longer able to work on a certain IP anymore, that they still, you know, stick to the game, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? The theme and whatnot, right? And we know that we just heard earlier that this game has dialogue. Characters can talk in this game. There's no characters that talk in Little Nightmares, from my knowledge, anyway. Like, bro, it's just, oh man. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, Tarsier is about to go crazy with this game. Like, this looks gorgeous. And I know that it's all compressed and stuff because of YouTube, but it's like, even with YouTube standards, like, this still looks great. Like, I am just beyond blown away. Like, with how good they did Little Nightmares 2, I'm very excited to see what they got going on for this. I would love to see, like, you know, how much they've really, like, you know, taken from what they've learned building that game, and then of course also their knowledge on building the first game, and how they're choosing to stack on top of that, especially after having to if they witnessed some super massive games details that they've done with the latest Little Nightmares. I wonder, you know, what if there was ever like any inspiration and whatnot even driven from that just pushed them to build bigger than what they were originally going for and stuff. And I feel like, yeah, I'm really gonna dig this game. I feel like this is really gonna be something worth taking a look at. Cause the thing is, I don't remember seeing this. I remember hearing of the name of this game, but I don't recall when the trailer came out. Like, I really don't recall that. And that one was just the first one we were gonna go over. I wanted to also take a look at this one, because I think this one is about a co-op trailer. Now, this is something also new for Supermassive. For Tarsier Studios, because they never made another multiplayer Little Nightmares at all. That happened after they stopped working on the games. So I really am happy to see that they're finally throwing that into play with this newer IP.
What it means to be away from those we love most of all.
I really like that. And I love that. And I also love that they are still taking, like, you know, I love that they're still throwing it out there that they're the creators of Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2. Like, I really love that they keep throwing that out on the branding of this, because that lets you know they're trying to attract their Little Nightmares audience and whatnot. Like, yeah, we're not working on Little Nightmares anymore, at least for the moment, or if ever in the future, but, you know, they're you know, letting them fans know that we're still here making games aimed at you. I like that.
To you living in new surroundings,
This is so crazy.
And to think of all the new sights you must be seeing.
This feels like there's so much more depth in the environment.
You must be having. So it is not difficult for us to picture
My
the
goodness,
sort of life
man.
we are all leading.
It's all this so dark and just grimy, and it's just
I know you
the
won't
combat
forget us.
too. Okay.
Good night, and good luck to you all.
Dude, I just wonder what type of story are they building from this? That is that's not too far away at all, bro. Oh, you could pre-order it now, and of course there's a demo. Oh man, there's a demo? Is it only on PlayStation or is it elsewhere? I'm gonna have to definitely find that out, because what? I gotta go back over. I gotta give that one another double take really quick too. I gotta give that a double take because I gotta see in full what all of that was about, man. Because what? Not sleep timer. I don't know how to use this thing anymore, man. I'm telling you. Like, dude, man. I just love this art design that they decided to go for with this. Because I talk about something that feels like it's in the same, like, you know, imagery a little bit as their previous game, but at the same time in a unique twist and whatnot, right? It feels like this is like an indie development group trying to compete, you know, with what they've done. Like it's like this doesn't even feel like it's something Tarsier Studios is making, right? It feels like something that another smaller developer is doing off of inspiration from what Tarsier Studios was able to develop from Little Nightmares. But no, this is them. Like, talk about being able to take what you've already built and do a different spin on it. And I wonder just how, like, what are they going to do with the story on this and whatnot. But knowing these guys, man, that ending on this game is probably going to be just depressive as hell, bro. I love Tarsier Studios, but goddamn it, bro, they have not been ones to give us very pleasant endings in their games so far. I mean, Little Nightmares 1, I guess, it was still kind of dark, but I mean, you know, there was still, like, you know, some greatness in the player, like there. But Little Nightmares 2, man, that ending, it will never leave me. But my goodness, man, like, I just can't get over this a little bit. Like, I'm very impressed with what I've seen, at least so far, bro. I gotta check out what this demo is looking like. I'm probably gonna be looking at some videos about the demo. And, you know, one of my favorite channels, like, bro, if you guys don't know about this channel, I don't know what, bro, Super Horror, bro, Mike, bro, I think I remember finding Mike's channel when he was like at 600 subscribers, and the dude is at 2 million now, I believe. Man, I've just been very impressed with how he's grown that channel. But I've also loved the way how he talks about games like these and how he's, you know, even covered Little Nightmares. I know darn well that if he's played that demo, which I'm sure he has, I'm going to watch his video. If I can't get access to it myself on Steam or anything like that, then yeah, definitely going to watch him play it. And I'm going to also probably see if there what lore information out there, I guess, is describing the premise of what this game is really about. Because I really want to dive right into this one with a little bit of forethought. I know some people out there don't like to look at trailers and stuff. They feel like it spoils them. But for me, I like to know the premise of the game that I'm getting into a little bit. It allows me to attach to the story a whole lot more. Do you guys feel that way when you approach a new game? For me, it's that way. It's like I've never felt when I watch trailers, I don't feel like I'm being spoiled per se. I feel like I'm being given more information. It's just, you know, so you're making an informed purchase in my eyes, which I'm pretty certain a lot of people can relate in that instance, because a lot of people out there, I feel like people nowadays aren't as, you know, as free giving with their money. They don't want to always toss it into places of the unknown. And I don't blame people for that, because I feel like nowadays it's very easy to get easily blindsided by something that look like it's going to be something. But then when you finally put money into it and you finally get your hands on it, it's nowhere at all what, you know, you promised and what you were promised in the advertisements and such. And oh my goodness, I love Cyberpunk 2077. I played it sometime after release and whatnot, and I was on PC. I had one game breaking bug that did pause me for a little bit. Once I actually got rid of it, though, I was actually able to play the game to the fullest on PC. But I did see how terrible it ran on console and everything at launch. It was a broken mess, very much so. Like, I still love the game to this day. I'm glad that they fixed it. But yeah, it's an exact example of what I'm talking about. Being shown all this flashy stuff, you know, being shown a trailer that didn't even show actual, like, you know, gameplay of the game they were building. It was a fake, basically a version of it, really. Had UIs and things that weren't actually involved in the final product whatsoever. It was just made to look flashy for us so that we would invest our money and thought into the game. And that's exactly what happened. And when the game came out, it disappointed millions of people. So for me, like, it's like, yeah, like, I don't like to be blind when going into buying games anymore. I forgot what other game that out there that was also releasing that seemed like it was some post-apocalyptic bullshit that was coming from a smaller studio, and then when that released, it just bullshitted people, and then it was taken off the store eventually, and I think some people maybe were giving their refunds and all this and that. It's just, oh my god. I'll have to figure it out. I'll put it on the screen if I figure out what game it was, because I know that at that time it was very controversial when it released. But yeah, so for me, I definitely love to see these trailers. I love to see definitely see just wow what we're just jumping into with this, because Tarsier Studios, like, they're really cooking up. I was wondering what we were going to see them do after the acquisition from Embracer Group, and I have to say I'm looking forward to this a lot. Like, with Little Nightmares 3 not living up to the first two in my eyes, I feel like this right here, this is like the redemption arc right here, man. But even though Tarsier has nothing to redeem themselves on, they did great for both Little Nightmares 1 and 2. But it's like, I feel like, you know, when it comes to this theme of gameplay, Tarsier Studios is going to come out here and show these guys how it's supposed to be done. I feel like we're going to get a really good game out of Reanimal. I really do feel like we're going to get a good one out of this. I'm very much looking forward to this. I really am. But all right, yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on and actually go check out Mike's channel or actually check Steam and see if I can find the demo. If I can't find it, then yeah, I'm gonna stop by Mike's channel, Super Horror Bro, and see his video explaining the game and talking more about it and stuff, because I love how this guy details videos. But I'm telling you, if you haven't stopped by that guy's channel, bro, you do not understand what you're missing out on. I ain't gonna lie to you, you do not understand what you're missing out on. But with that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by this small little channel today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day as well as your week. And of course, still Happy New Year's to all of you. But bye for now.